I was born with two hearts, and that sentence has followed me my whole life. He is a miracle, Dr. Reed once told my parents, and my mother still repeats it like a prayer. I remember asking, if I am a miracle, why do I feel so different? She would smile and say, different is not bad, Lucas. But I could see the worry in her eyes. My father kept things simple. Just be careful, son, he would say. You are stronger than you think. Doctors explained it many times. One heart was strong, doing most of the work, while the second was smaller, weaker, but still alive. You must avoid stress, they warned. No heavy impact, no extreme strain. I nodded, but inside I hated those rules. I did not want to live like glass. My brother Ethan never had those limits. Race you, he would grin, already running before I answered. I would chase him, laughing at first, then gasping. Slow down, I would shout. He would turn and say, come on, Lucas, you have two hearts, remember? It sounded like a joke, but it never felt like one to me. At dinner, my parents praised him. Ethan did great in his game. My father would say. Of course he did, Ethan would reply, smiling. Then my mother would look at me. Lucas, did you take your medicine? I would nod. That was my role. The careful one, the fragile one, the extra one. Even with two hearts, I felt like I had less. College was supposed to change that. New place, new life. Noah told me on the first day. You can be whoever you want. I laughed. I just want to be normal. Normal is boring, he said. Trust me. Then I met her. You are Lucas, right? She asked. I turned and saw her smiling. Yeah, I said. Emily. She held out her hand. I have heard about you. My chest tightened. What did you hear? She shrugged. That you are special. I looked away. People usually mean fragile. No, she said softly. I mean rare. I looked back at her. There is a difference. We started talking after that. Do you ever get scared? She asked one evening. All the time, I admitted, but I pretend I'm fine. She smiled. You do not have to pretend with me. That sentence stayed with me. I found myself opening up more. I always feel like I am not enough, I told her. She shook her head. You are more than enough, Lucas. How do you know? I asked. She stepped closer. Because you care. That matters. No one had ever said that to me before. With her, I did not feel like the extra one. I felt chosen. Stay with me, she said one night. I am not going anywhere, I replied. I believed it. For the first time, I believed my life could be something more than limits and warnings. You are a gift, Emily whispered. I smiled. Maybe I finally feel like one. And in that moment, I stopped seeing my two hearts as a burden. I started believing they were the reason someone like her chose someone like me. Do you ever think about the future? She asked. I nodded. Yeah, but it scares me. Why? She said. Because I do not know how long I will have, I replied. She frowned. Do not say that. It is true, I said. Doctors always warn me. She took my hand. Then we make the time matter. I looked at her. We, she smiled. Yes, we. That word felt new, but right. You are not alone anymore, she added. I swallowed. I want to believe that. Then believe it, she said. Days turned into weeks. You laugh more now, Noah pointed out. She is the reason, right? I smiled. Yeah. Do not mess it up, he joked. I will try not to, I replied. At home, my mother noticed too. You look happy, she said. I am, I answered. My father nodded. Just remember your limits. I sighed. I know. Ethan smirked. So the miracle found love? I met his eyes. Maybe I found something real. He shrugged. Good for you. But for once his words did not bother me. Because when Emily looked at me, I did not feel weak. I felt enough. Promise me something, she said one night. What? I asked. Do not ever see yourself as less. I hesitated. I will try. She shook her head. Not try. Do it. I smiled softly. Okay. And for the first time in my life, I truly wanted to believe I was not the extra one. I was someone worth choosing, someone worth loving, someone who finally felt like a gift. Always, Lucas, wait. I turned when I heard her voice break behind me. Emily? I stepped closer. What's wrong? I feel weird, she said, pressing her hand against her chest. Weird how? I asked, trying to stay calm. Like, it's too fast or too slow, I don't know, she whispered. Sit down, I said quickly. You're scaring me. I'm fine. She tried to smile, but her legs gave out. Emily. I caught her before she hit the ground. Hey, stay with me. Look at me. Lucas, I can't breathe, she gasped. Don't say that, I said, my voice shaking. You're okay. You're okay. Promise me, she whispered. Stop, I snapped. Don't talk like that. Lucas, I said stop. I lifted her. We're going to the hospital. Right now. The drive felt endless. Stay awake, I kept saying. Talk to me. I'm trying, she murmured. Tell me something, I said. Anything. You talk too much, she whispered weakly. I forced a smile. Good. That means you're still you. Don't let go of my hand, she said. I won't, I promised. Never. When we reached the hospital, I rushed inside. Help, I shouted. Please. A nurse ran toward me. What happened? She collapsed, I said. She can't breathe. Put her here, she said, guiding me to a bed. Emily, stay with me, I said, holding her hand as they surrounded her. Sir, you need to step back, another nurse told me. No, I said. I'm not leaving her. You can stay, but let us work. I nodded, stepping aside but not letting go. Pulse is irregular, someone said. Get Dr. Reed, another voice replied. My heart skipped when I heard that name. Lucas, a familiar voice called. I turned. Dr. Reed! What's going on? He asked. It's her, I said. Please help her. He nodded and moved quickly. Emily, can you hear me? She's fading, a nurse said. No, I whispered. No, 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 stay calm, doctor. Reed said, but his tone was serious. Minutes felt like hours. Finally, they moved her to another room. Wait, I said. Where are you taking her? We need to run tests. Dr. Reed said. You can't come in right now. I'm not leaving, I said. You don't have to, he replied, but you need to trust us. I do, I said quietly. Just save her. I sat outside, staring at the door. Lucas, I looked up. Mr. Carter? Daniel, he said. What happened? She collapsed, I said. I brought her here. He ran his hands through his hair. She was fine this morning. I know, I said. I don't understand. Is she going to be okay? He asked. I swallowed. She has to be. Hours passed before Dr. Reed came out. Lucas, Daniel, he said. What is it? I asked. It's serious, he replied. Just say it, Daniel said. Emily has severe heart failure. Dr. Moon, Reed said. Her heart is not functioning properly. What does that mean? I asked. It means she needs a transplant, he said. Urgently. The words hit like a wall. How urgent? Daniel asked. Very, Dr. Reed said. Without a transplant, she won't survive long. No, I said. There has to be something else. I wish there was, he replied. She's young, Daniel said. She's strong, Daniel said. She's strong. It's about time. How long? I asked. He hesitated. Weeks, maybe less. I felt my chest tighten. We'll put her on the transplant list, he continued. But the wait can be long. How long? Daniel asked again. Months, sometimes years, doctor. Reed said. She doesn't have that, I said. I know, he replied. Silence filled the hallway. Can I see her? I asked. Dr. Reed nodded. One at a time. I'll go, I said. I walked into her room slowly. She looked smaller somehow. Hey, I said softly. Lucas, she whispered. I'm here, I said, sitting beside her. What did they say? She asked. I hesitated. They're going to fix you. Don't lie, she said. I looked at her. You need a transplant. She closed her eyes. I don't want to die, she whispered. You're not going to, I said quickly. You don't know that, she replied. I do, I said, because I'm not going to let it happen. She looked at me. Why are you so sure? Because I stopped. Because what? She asked. Because you're not leaving me, I said. Tears slipped down her face. I'm scared. I know, I said, but I'm here. What if they don't find a heart? She asked. They will, I said. And if they don't, she whispered. I squeezed her hand. Then we find another way. She studied my face. You sound like you already have a plan. I don't, I said quickly. I just believe. Promise me something, she said. Anything. Don't let me die alone. You won't, I said. I swear. She closed her eyes again. Stay. I'm not going anywhere, I said. As I sat there, her words echoed in my mind. I don't want to die, neither did I. But something else kept repeating too. Something I had heard years ago. In rare cases, one heart could sustain life. I stared at her. You're not dying, I whispered. She didn't hear me, but I heard myself, clear, steady, certain. And for the first time since she collapsed, I wasn't just afraid. I had an idea. I didn't tell Daniel. I didn't tell Daniel. Reed. I didn't even tell Emily. But the thought stayed, growing louder with every second. If one heart is enough, I whispered to myself. I looked at her again, machines beeping softly around us. I won't lose you, I said under my breath, because deep down, I already knew what I was going to do, and that scared me more than anything. I need to talk to you, I said. Dr. Reed looked up from his notes. About Emily? About saving her, I replied. He studied my face. We're already trying everything we can. No, I said quietly. Not everything, he frowned. What do you mean? I took a breath. You once told my parents something when I was younger. Lucas, in rare cases, I interrupted, one heart can sustain life? His expression changed. Where are you going with this? I want to give her one of mine, I said. Silence filled the room. That's not how this works, he said finally. Why not? I asked. Because it's dangerous, he replied. Extremely dangerous, I know. No, he said firmly. You don't. This isn't like donating a kidney. This is your heart. One of them, I corrected. He shook his head. Both are connected to your survival, but one is stronger, I said. You said that. Yes, but then it's possible, I pressed. Possible doesn't mean safe, he snapped. I'm not asking for safe, I said. I'm asking for a chance. He leaned back, rubbing his face. Does anyone else know about this? No. Your parents? No. Emily? I shook my head. No. Lucas, this decision affects more than just you. I know exactly who it affects, I said. You could die, he said bluntly. She will die if I don't, I replied. That's not guaranteed, he argued. It feels guaranteed, I said. The waiting list is too long. He didn't respond. I'm not asking you to decide for me, I continued. I already decided. That's not how medicine works, he said. Then tell me how it works, I shot back, because right now, it feels like waiting for her to die. He stood up. We follow protocols. We assess risks. We lose her while doing that, I asked. He stopped. I can't sit there and watch that happen, I said. He looked at me carefully. Why? The answer came without thinking. Because I love her. That's not enough, he said. It is for me, I replied. He walked toward the window. You're asking me to approve a surgery that could kill you. I'm asking you to save her, I said. At your expense. At my choice, I corrected. He turned back. You're serious. I've never been more serious in my life. Lucas, he sighed. Even if I consider this, there are evaluations, tests, legal approvals. Then start them, I said. You're not even hesitating. I already did that, I replied. Now I'm done hesitating. He studied me for a long moment. If I say no, I'll find someone else, I said. That's not how this works, he repeated. Then make it work, I said. He exhaled slowly. You're putting me in an impossible position. I'm already in one, I said. Silence stretched between us. Finally, he said, I'll run the tests. That's all I'm asking. But listen to me carefully, he added. If at any point I believe this will kill you, I will stop it. I understand. And you tell no one, he said. Not until we know more. I wasn't planning to. Good, he said quietly. Days passed in quiet tension. Where have you been? Emily asked one evening. Just handling things, I said. What things? She pressed. Stuff I don't want you to worry about. She frowned. You're acting strange. I'm just tired, I said. Come sit with me, she said softly. I sat beside her, taking her hand. You feel cold, she whispered. I'm okay. Lucas, she said, looking at me. Promise me you're not hiding something. I forced a smile. I promise I'm here with you. That's not what I asked. I know, I said quietly. She studied my face but didn't push further. Stay tonight, she said. I will. Later, doctor, Reed called me. Your results are in, he said. And I asked. You're a match, he replied. My chest tightened. So it can work. In theory, he said. But the risks are still high. I don't care about the risks. You should, he said. I don't, I repeated. He sighed. The board approved it under extreme conditions. When? I asked. Soon, he said. Very soon. Good. Lucas, last chance to walk away. I'm not walking away. The night before the surgery, I sat beside Emily again. You're quiet, she said. Just thinking. About what? Us, I said. She smiled faintly. That sounds serious. It is. She squeezed my hand. We'll get through this. You will, I said softly. She frowned. What does that mean? It means you're stronger than you think. That sounds like something you'd say about yourself, she replied. Maybe, I said. Hey, she whispered. Look at me. I did. I'm scared, she said. I know. Don't leave me, she added. I won't, I said. Not in the way she thought. Get some rest, I told her. You too, she said. I stayed until she fell. Asleep. I love you, I whispered. She didn't hear me. The next morning, everything moved fast. Ready? Dr. Perm, Reed asked. As I'll ever be, I said. This is still your choice, he reminded me. I know. You can stop this right now. I won't. He nodded slowly. Then, let's begin. As they prepared me, my mind went quiet. No fear. No doubt. Just one thought. She'll live, even if I don't. And for the first time, that felt enough. Lucas, can you hear me? I forced my eyes open. Dr. Reed, you made it, he said, relief in his voice. Emily? I asked immediately. She's stable, he replied. The surgery worked. I let out a weak breath. Good. You need to rest, he said. Your body is adjusting. It feels heavy, I whispered. That's normal, he said. You're living with one heart now. I closed my eyes for a second. But I'm alive. Yes, he said. You are. Days passed in a blur of pain and slow recovery. Don't move too much, a nurse warned. I'm not planning to run a marathon, I muttered. You'd lose, she smiled. Probably, I said. Then one day, I heard her voice. Lucas? I turned my head slowly. Emily, she stepped closer, eyes filled with tears. You idiot. I managed a faint smile. That's not the reaction I expected. You gave me your heart, she said, her voice breaking. One of them, I corrected. Why would you do that? She asked. Because you needed it, I said simply. She grabbed my hand carefully. You could have died, but I didn't. But I didn't. That doesn't make it okay, she said. It makes it worth it, I replied. She shook her head, crying now. You don't get to decide that alone. I already did, I said softly. She leaned forward and hugged me gently. Thank you. I closed my eyes. You're alive. That's enough. For a while, it felt like everything was right again. You're healing fast, she said during one visit. So are you, I replied. We're a miracle, she smiled. Yeah, I said. We are. Arwantia Seish. Everyone keeps asking about you, she added. What do you tell them? I asked. That you're stubborn, she said. That's accurate, I chuckled weakly, but slowly, things started to change. Hey, I said one evening as she stood near the door. You're leaving already. I have some things to handle, she replied. Stay a little longer, I said. I'll come back tomorrow, she said quickly. You said that yesterday, I pointed out. She paused. I'm just tired, Lucas. Yeah, I said. Me too. She gave a small nod and left. The room felt colder after that. The next day, she came later than usual. You're late, I said. Traffic? She replied. There's always traffic now? I asked lightly. Don't start, she said. I'm not starting anything, I replied. I just missed you. She looked away. I'm here now. Yeah, I said quietly. She sat down, but something felt off. You okay? I asked. I should be asking you that, she said. I am, I replied. I just feel weaker. That's expected, she said. Not just physically, I added. She didn't respond. Say something, I said. I don't know what you want me to say, she replied. Anything honest? I don't, said. She sighed. This is a lot, Lucas. I know, I said. No, I said. No. She shook her head. You don't. Then help me understand, I asked. I wake up every day knowing I'm alive because of you, she said. That's not normal. I didn't do it to make you feel guilty, I said. I didn't ask you to do it at all, she replied. Her words hit harder than I expected. I know, I said slowly. She stood up. I need some air. Emily, I'll come back, she said, already walking away. But she didn't come back that day, or the next, when she finally did. Something was different. Hey, I said carefully. Hey, she replied. You've been busy, I said. Yeah. With what? I asked. Life, she said shortly. I tried to smile. I'm part of that, right? She hesitated. Of course, but it didn't feel like it. You don't look at me the same, I said. What does that mean? She asked. Before, there was something, I said. Now it feels like what? She pressed. Like I remind you of something you don't want to face, I admitted. She crossed her arms. That's not fair. Then tell me what is, I said. She didn't answer. Emily, I said softly. Talk to me. I can't do this right now, she replied. Do what? I asked. This pressure, she said. I'm not pressuring you, I said. You gave me your heart, she said. How was that not pressure? I went quiet. I just need time, she added. I nodded slowly. Okay, don't make this harder than it already is, she said. I'm trying not to, I replied. She looked at me one last time, then turned away. After she left, I stared at the ceiling. She just needs time, I whispered to myself. That had to be it. It couldn't be anything else. She's overwhelmed, I said again. I held on to that thought like it was the only thing keeping me steady, because the alternative felt worse than losing a heart. It felt like losing her. Are you sure you're okay to go out? Noah asked. I'm not made of glass, I said. You kind of were, he replied. Now you're half glass. Not funny, I muttered. Then why are you smiling? He asked. Because I'm going to see her, I said. He nodded. You didn't tell her you're coming, right? No, I said. I want to surprise her. Good surprise or risky surprise? He asked. Good, I said quickly. He raised an eyebrow. That sounded like a guess. I just miss her, I admitted. Then go, he said. But call me if something feels off. Nothing's off, I said. Lucas, he looked at me carefully. You sure about that? I paused. I want to be. He didn't argue. All right, he said. Go get your miracle girl. I left before doubt could catch up. When I reached her apartment, I stood outside for a moment. Relax, I whispered to myself. She'll be happy to see you. I knocked lightly, no answer. Maybe she's resting, I said. I tried the handle. It wasn't locked. That's weird, I muttered. I stepped inside slowly. Emily? I called. I heard voices. I froze. It's not the same, she was saying. My chest tightened. Of course it's not. A familiar voice replied, Ethan. I didn't move. Lucas doesn't feel like before, Emily said softly. Everything changed. Each word felt heavier than the last. You went through something huge, Ethan said. You're allowed to feel that. It's not just that, she replied. Then what is it? He asked. There was a pause. I don't feel connected to him anymore, she admitted. My breath caught. That's honest. Ethan said. It makes me feel like a terrible person, she whispered. You're not, he said quickly. You didn't ask him to do what he did. I know, she said. But he did it anyway. And now you feel trapped, Ethan said. Another silence. Yeah, she finally admitted. My hands started shaking. You deserve someone who feels right, Ethan continued. Not someone who reminds you of pressure. And Lucas does that, she said. Every time you look at him, Ethan replied. My chest tightened again, this time physically. And you? She asked quietly. What? About me? He said. He don't feel like that, she said. No, he replied. I feel like myself with you. I stepped forward before I could stop myself. Good to know, I said. Silence slammed into the room. Emily turned first. Lucas, Ethan, stepped back slightly. Hey, I looked between them. Too close, too comfortable. How long? I asked. No, it's not. Emily started. Don't. I cut her off. Just answer me. She hesitated. That's enough, I said. It's not what you think, Ethan added. I laughed weakly. That line doesn't work when I just heard everything. Lucas, listen to me, Emily said, stepping closer. I took a step back. Don't, I said. She froze. Was I just a donor to you? I asked. Her lips parted, but no words came out. That's what I thought, I said quietly. It's more complicated than that, she finally said. Then explain it, I replied. She looked down. I didn't ask you to give me your heart. I know, I said. You've said that before. And now everything feels different, she added. For you, I said. Yes, she admitted. And for him? I nodded toward Ethan. She didn't answer. Say it, I said. I feel normal. With him, she whispered. The word normal hit harder than anything else. So I'm not normal, I said. That's not what I meant, she said quickly. It's exactly what you meant, I replied. Lucas, calm down. Ethan stepped in. Don't tell me to calm down, I snapped. You're my brother. And I didn't plan this, he said. But you didn't stop it either, I replied. He stayed quiet. That tells me everything, I said. Lucas, please, Emily said. I didn't want to hurt you. You already did, I said. I was confused, she added. You sounded pretty clear just now, I replied. Tears filled her eyes. I didn't mean for you to hear it like that. How did you want me to hear it? I asked. Through a text? That's not fair, she said. Neither is this, I replied. Silence hung between us. I gave you my heart, I said slowly. I know, she whispered. And you gave yours to him, I added. That's not, don't lie, I said. She stopped. I can feel it, I continued. Not physically, but it's gone. Lucas, she tried again. No, I said. Just stop. I looked at Ethan. You really did this, I asked. He sighed. I didn't mean for it to happen like this. But it happened, I said. Yes, he admitted. I nodded slowly. That's all I needed to hear. Where are you going? Emily asked. Away, I said. Don't do this, she said. I'm not doing anything, I replied. You already did. Lucas. Wait, Ethan said. I turned back one last time. You told her she deserves someone whole, I said. He didn't respond. You're right, I added. Then I looked at Emily. I just didn't know I was broken to you. She broke down, but I didn't stay, because if I stayed 1 second longer, I wasn't sure what would hurt more, my chest, or what was left of my heart. Lucas, open the door. I stared at the wall. Go away, Ethan. I'm not leaving until we talk, he said. We already talked, I replied. I heard enough. That wasn't a real conversation, he said. I laughed bitterly. You're right. It was more honest than that. Just open the door, he insisted. I walked over and pulled it open. What do you want? I asked. He stepped inside slowly. I want you to listen. I already did, I said. You told her I'm not enough. That's not what I said, he replied. It's what you meant, I shot back. He exhaled. You gave her life, but you can't give her everything. The words hit harder this time. I went quiet. Say something, he said. What do you want me to say? I asked. Thank you for finishing what the surgery started. That's not fair, he said. Neither is this, I replied. I didn't plan it, he said. You didn't stop it, I repeated. He looked away. That's what matters, I added. Lucas, I didn't steal her, he said. No, I said. She walked to you. That's not what I meant. It doesn't matter what you meant, I said. It happened. Silence filled the room. I never wanted to hurt you, he said. Then you shouldn't have done it, I replied. I care about her, he said, and I loved her, I said. Past tense. I noticed it, the moment I said it. So what now? He asked. Now? I shrugged. You get everything. That's not true, he said. Feels true to me, I replied. He stepped closer. You're still my brother. I laughed again. That word doesn't mean much right now. Lucas Squesson-Sevin. Just go, I said. He hesitated. This doesn't have to end like this. It already did, I replied. He left without another word. Later that night, my mother knocked. Can I come in? She asked softly. Yeah, I said. She sat beside me. Is it true? I didn't answer. Lucas, she said, her voice shaking, please tell me it's not true. It is, I said. Tears filled her eyes. How could they do this? I don't know, I replied. You gave that girl your heart, she cried. I know. And Ethan, she couldn't finish. I know, I repeated. She hugged me tightly. I'm so sorry. It's not your fault, I said. Your father doesn't know what to say, she added. Is he even trying? I asked. She stayed quiet. That's what I thought, I said. He's just overwhelmed, she said. So am I replied. She pulled back, looking at me. We'll get through this. I forced a small nod. Yeah, but I didn't believe it. The next day, I saw my father in the kitchen. Hey, I said. He glanced at me. Hey, that's it, I asked. What do you want me to say? He replied. Anything, I said. He sighed. This is a mess. Yeah, I said. It is. You should focus on your health, he added. I stared at him. That's your advice. It's important, he said. So is everything else, I replied. He didn't respond. I almost died for her, I said. I know, he said quietly. And now she's with Ethan, I added. I know, he repeated. And you're just okay with that? I'm not okay with any of this, he said. Then act like it, I snapped. He looked at me, then looked away. That hurt more than his words. Days passed. Emily didn't call, she didn't text, nothing. Are you going to eat? Noah asked, standing in my doorway. Not hungry, I said. You haven't eaten all day, he said. I'm fine, I replied. You're not fine, he said. I said I'm fine, I snapped. He crossed his arms. Stop lying to me. Why? I asked. Everyone else is. I'm not them, he said. I looked away. Talk to me, he said. There's nothing to say, I replied. Then say that, he insisted. I stayed quiet. You're shutting down, he said. Maybe I should, I replied. That's not you, he said. You don't know me, I muttered. I know enough, he said. You don't deserve this. Maybe I do, I said. He shook his head. Don't say that. Why not? I asked. I gave everything, and it still wasn't enough. That's on them, not you, he said. It doesn't feel like that, I replied. Feelings lie, he said, right now. They feel pretty honest, I said. He sat beside me. You're not alone. I am, I said. I'm right here, he replied. For now, I said. People leave. I'm not leaving, he said. I didn't answer, because I wasn't sure I believed that either. And that scared me more than anything else. Lucas, stay with me. I'm fine, I muttered. You're not fine, Noah said. You can barely stand. I just need rest, I said. You're going to the hospital, he replied. No, I said. Yes, he snapped. I'm not watching you collapse again. I said I'm fine, I repeated. My vision blurred. Lucas? His voice sharpened. Hey, look at me. I'm just tired, I whispered. Yeah, he said, grabbing me. You're done arguing. The next thing I knew, I was back in a hospital bed. Seriously? I groaned. Again? You should try not to make this a habit, a voice said. I turned my head. Who are you? Lily, she replied. Your nurse. I don't need one, I said. Clearly, she said dryly. Checking the monitor. I'm fine, I added. Your chart disagrees, she said. I don't care about my chart. That's obvious, she replied. I frowned. You're not very comforting. I'm not here to comfort you, she said. I'm here to keep you alive. Same thing, I muttered. Not even close, she said. I looked away. Do whatever you want. I will, she replied. But you're going to talk to me. About what? I asked. About why you look like you gave up, she said. I didn't, I replied. Then prove it, she said. I don't have to prove anything. I snapped. You're right, she said. You don't have to. But then stop acting like a victim. Her words hit harder than expected. I'm not a victim, I said. Good, she replied. Then stop behaving like one. You don't know anything about me, I said. Then tell me, she challenged. I stayed quiet. That's what I thought, she said. Why do you care? I asked. I don't, she said. But I don't like wasted effort. What effort? I asked. You're alive, she said. That takes effort. I let out a weak laugh. Barely. Barely is still alive, she replied. Silence filled the room. What happened? She asked. Nothing, I said. Lie, she replied instantly. I closed my eyes. It doesn't matter. It matters enough to put you back in here, she said. I didn't respond. Let me guess, she continued. You gave everything to someone, and they walked away. I opened my eyes slowly. How do you know that? Because you're not special, she said. People do that all the time. I almost smiled. That's comforting. It's honest, she replied. That's worse, I said. She shrugged. Truth usually is. I stared at the ceiling. Why did you do it? She asked. Do what? I replied. Whatever it is that broke you, she said. I hesitated. Then I said it. I gave her my heart. She paused. Literally, yes. And she left you? She asked. Yes. She let out a slow breath. That's extreme. Tell me about it, I said. Why? She asked again. Because I loved her, I replied. She shook her head slightly. That's not a reason, that's an excuse. I frowned. What? Love doesn't mean losing yourself, she said. I didn't lose myself, I argued. She raised an eyebrow. Then what do you call this? I didn't answer. She stepped closer. Why did you give everything to someone who gave you nothing? The question hit deep. I started, but nothing came out. For the first time, I didn't defend her. I didn't justify it. I didn't explain. I just stayed silent, and that silence felt louder than anything I had said before. She watched me carefully. That's what I thought. I swallowed. I thought it meant something. It did, she said. Just not what you wanted. I closed my eyes again. Get some rest, she added. You're going to need it. For what? I asked quietly. For figuring out who you are without them, she replied. I didn't respond, but her questions stayed, echoing in my mind, over and over. Why did you give everything to someone who gave you nothing? And for the first time, I didn't have an answer, and that scared me. Sit up slowly, Lily said. I am sitting, I replied. You're leaning, Cher. Corrected. Feels the same, I muttered. Not to your body, she said. Try again. I adjusted, wincing. Happy. Closer, she said. How's the dizziness? Less, I admitted. Good, she replied. That means you're improving. Feels slow, I said. It is slow, she said. That's the point. I looked at her. I hate slow. Then you'll learn patience, she said. I don't want lessons, I muttered. You need them, she replied. I sighed. Fair. She checked the monitor. You've been taking your meds? Yes. Eating? Mostly. Mostly isn't enough, she said. I'm working on it, I replied. Good, she said. Keep working. Later, Noah walked in. Look at you, he said. Still alive. Barely, I said. I'll take barely, he replied. Better than last week. I nodded. Yeah, he sat beside me. You scared me. I scared myself, I admitted. That's new, he said. Not really, I replied. He leaned back. So what now? I get better, I said. And then, he asked. I figure things out, I replied. He smiled slightly. That sounds like progress. It feels like it, I said. Good, he said, because I'm not dragging you here again. I'll try to avoid that, I replied. No, don't try, he said. Do it. I smirked. You sound like her. Who? He asked. Lily, I said. He raised an eyebrow. The nurse? She's direct, I said. I like her already, he replied. Yeah, I said. She doesn't let me hide. Good, he said. You're terrible at hiding anyway. I laughed softly. True. Days turned into weeks. Walk to the door, Lily instructed. That's far, I said. It's 10 steps, she replied. Feels like 100, I muttered. Then take one, she said. I stood slowly. Don't. Rush, she added. I'm not rushing, I said. Your face says otherwise, she replied. I took a step. Good, she said. Another step. Still good. By the time I reached the door, I was breathing hard. See, she said. You didn't die. Low bar, I replied. It works, she said. I leaned against the wall. Thanks. For what? She asked. For not treating me like I'm broken, I said. She looked at me. You are broken. I blinked. Wow. You're not finished, she added. I exhaled. That's better. Get used to both, she said. After I left the hospital, things felt different. Welcome back, Noah said as I stepped into my apartment. Feels weird, I admitted. Good weird or bad weird, he asked. Both, I said. He nodded. That means you're alive. I guess, I replied. Any plans? He asked. I'm starting part-time work next week, I said. He smiled. That's big. It's small, I corrected. It's a start, he said. Yeah, I agreed. At night, I sat alone. My phone buzzed once. A notification. I stared at it. Don't, I whispered to myself. I put the phone face down. I don't need to know, I said. And for the first time, I meant it. The next day, Lily called. You didn't show up for your check-in, she said. I'm fine, I replied. That's not the agreement, she said. I know, I said. I'll come tomorrow. Could, she replied. Don't disappear. I won't, I said. There was a pause. How are you, really? She asked. I thought about it. I'm better, I said. Define better, she said. I'm not thinking about them every second, I replied. That's progress, she said. I'm not checking her life anymore, I added. That's more progress, she said. And I don't care what he's doing, I said. She paused. That one sounds new. It is, I admitted. Good, she said. Keep going. I will, I replied. After the call, I sat quietly. I'm still here, I said to myself. It sounded simple, but it felt important. I survived, I whispered, not because I gave something away, but because something stayed. I placed my hand over my chest. One heart is enough, I said, and for the first time I believed it. Lucas, you need to see this, Noah said. See what? I asked. Just read it, he replied, handing me his phone. I scanned the screen. Emily's condition is getting worse? Yeah, he said quietly. Complications from the transplant. I leaned back. So it's not working perfectly. No, he said. Her body is rejecting it. I stayed silent. And Ethan? He added. What about him? I asked. No job anymore, he said. I heard he quit under pressure. Or ran, I muttered. Noah looked at me. You okay? I don't know. I said honestly. He frowned. That doesn't sound like you. Maybe I'm not that guy anymore, I replied. He nodded slowly. Maybe that's good. I didn't answer. Days later, Lily looked at me carefully. You're distracted. I'm fine, I said. That's your default lie, she replied. I didn't lie, I said. You avoided, she corrected. I sighed. People change, so do consequences, she said. I looked at her. What does that mean? It means nothing disappears, she replied. I didn't respond. Then one evening I heard a knock. I opened the door. Emily stood there. For a second, I didn't speak. You look, I paused. Worse, she finished. I shook my head. Different. She stepped inside slowly. Can we talk? Sure, I said. We always end up there. She looked down. I made a mistake. I stayed quiet. I didn't understand what I had, she said. You understood, I replied. She shook her head. No, I didn't. You did, I said calmly. You just chose anyway. Her eyes filled. Lucas, please, sit down, I interrupted. She did. I stayed standing. I didn't come here to fight, she said. Then why did you come? I asked. Because I can't breathe right without fixing this, she admitted. Fixing what? I asked. You, she said softly. I laughed once. You can't fix me. I know, she said quickly. I mean, us. There is no us, I replied. She flinched. That's not true. It is now, I said. Silence. I was confused, she whispered. I know, I said. And I hurt you, she added. Yes, I replied. I didn't mean to, she said. But you did, I replied. I didn't mean to, she said. But you did, I replied. Again. She looked up at me. Do you hate me? I thought for a second. No, I said. That surprised her. But I don't need you either, I added. Her lips trembled. That's worse. No, I said. It's honest. She stood slowly. I lost everything. I nodded. You chose it. She stepped closer. Can't you just forgive me? I looked at her carefully. Forgiveness doesn't erase memory. I know, she whispered, and I remember everything I said. Tears ran down her face. I didn't want it to end like this. It didn't end, I said. It changed when you chose. She stayed frozen. I gave you my heart, I said quietly, and you gave yours to someone else. It wasn't that simple, she said. It never is, I replied, but the result is. Silence stretched again. I'm sorry, she said finally. I nodded. I believe you. That's it? She asked. That's it, I said. She looked at me one last time. Do you ever think about us? Not anymore, I said honestly. That broke something in her expression. I see, she whispered. She turned toward the door. Emily, I said. She stopped. You didn't make a mistake, I said. Hope flickered in her eyes. You made a choice, I finished. That hope died instantly. She left without another word. I closed the door slowly. Noah called later. How did it go? He asked. Quiet, I said. That's good or bad, he asked. I don't know, I replied, but I did know something. For the first time, I didn't feel broken when I said her name. I just felt finished. Still up? Noah asked. Yeah, I said. Thinking again? He added. Always, I replied. He sat beside me. About them? I shook my head. Not really. Then what? He asked. Me, I said honestly. He nodded slowly. That's new. Feels new, I corrected. Silence settled between us. You're different now, he said. I know, I replied. Good different? He asked. I thought for a moment. Real different. He smiled slightly. That's better. I leaned back. I don't hate them anymore. He looked at me. That surprised me. It surprises me too, I said. So what do you feel? He asked. Nothing heavy, I replied. Just done. He nodded. That sounds healthy. Does it? I asked. Yeah, he said. It does. Later that week, my mother came by. You look stronger, she said softly. I feel it, I replied. She sat down. I've been wanting to say something. Go ahead, I said. I'm sorry, she whispered. For what? I asked. For everything you went through alone, she said. I shook my head. I wasn't alone. She looked at me carefully. You were, in ways we didn't see. I nodded. Yeah. She reached for my hand. I'm proud of you. I swallowed. Thanks. A few days later, my father came. He stood at the door longer than usual. You busy? He asked. Not really, I said. He walked in slowly. I owe you an apology. I stayed quiet. I didn't know how to handle everything, he said. I know, I replied. That's not an excuse, he added. No, I said. It's not. He nodded. You handled more than I did. Doesn't feel like a competition, I said. He almost smiled. Still, I'm sorry. I nodded once. Okay, it wasn't dramatic, but it was enough. After he left, I stood by the window. Noah called. You okay? He asked. Yeah, I said. You sound different, he added. I feel different, I replied. That's good, he said. I think so too, I said. I hung up and sat down. For a long time, I didn't think about Emily or Ethan or what I lost. I thought about what stayed, me. Not the version that begged, not the version that broke, the one that rebuilt. Lily stopped by later. You look peaceful, she said. Is that a medical diagnosis? I asked. She smirked. Maybe. I'll take it, I said. She sat across from me. You're not the same guy I met. I hope not, I said. Better or worse? She asked. Stronger, I replied. She nodded. Good answer. I looked at her. Thanks for not giving up on me. I didn't do much, she said. You did enough, I replied. She stood up. Don't disappear again. I won't, I said. After she left, I stayed quiet for a while. Then I spoke out loud, just to myself. I used to think love meant losing myself, I said. I shook my head. Turns out, it was the opposite. I stood up and looked around my apartment. No noise, no chaos, just me. And for the first time, that felt like enough. I was born with two hearts, I whispered. I paused. I gave one away to save someone else, and lost the other trying to be loved. I placed my hand over my chest. But somehow, I exhaled slowly. I still learned how to live with what remained.